Johnson! Please welcome back your Master of Ceremonies, our Tournament Herald, Mr. Tyler Rose.
Yeah, we're back, baby. Wisconsin, it's time to wake up once again. Are you ready? Well, welcome back to another day of qualification rounds. We got an elimination tournament coming up. And most importantly, welcome back to First Stronghold. Teams, we would like to thank you for your continued gracious professionalism throughout this entire competition. Gracious professionalism is what makes the ethos of First. And it's acting in the manner, well, as Woody would say, that your grandmother would be proud. So make sure you keep up that sportsmanship and keep it up today as competition intensifies. As we saw yesterday, this challenge is, well, it's really tough on robots. We know that, right? The Kit of Parts team at First headquarters wants to remind all teams about the $500 in free stuff that's available to them through the vouchers. Many expire at the end of the competition season, so if you haven't used them or don't know what they're talking about, go to the Kit of Parts page at firstinspires.org. Now, we want to roll right into competition because we have a lot of matches coming up today, but we do have a special prepared message for us, so please welcome on the video screen, Senator Ron Johnson.
Good morning. I'm U.S. Senator Ron Johnson from the great state of Wisconsin. Welcome to the land of cheese, Packers football, and now robots. What a fantastic event. Students have come from all over Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, New York, California, and even overseas from Turkey. Congratulations to all of you for making it to this regional competition. It's great to see so many students excited about science, technology, engineering, and math. You guys are proving how fun learning really can be. Before I was a senator, I was a manufacturer in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. My company made plastic, and I spent countless hours learning how machines work and how to make things run more efficiently. Our country is counting on the ingenuity of students like you to be the problem solvers of tomorrow. This competition is a great stepping stone to developing those skills. As I travel Wisconsin, I've had the chance to meet many students in STEM programs, so I know how hard all you had to work to get here. I've also been impressed with how this competition develops leadership, communication, and self-confidence. Those are priceless skills that you'll carry with you your entire life. So congratulations to all of the participants, volunteers, and businesses like Rockwell Automation and GE Healthcare for making this Wisconsin regional competition happen. I can't wait to see you all soar into your future. Best of luck.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. Now, teams, you might or might not know, but a venue like this, it's not free. It costs money. And in order to run events like this all around the world that we have to rely upon our gracious sponsors for that. So let's take a look at a message from Johnson Controls.
Power at the press of a button. Comfort at the touch of a finger. Knowledge at a glance. Welcome to a world where everything runs smoothly, smartly, simply, and safely. Because when the climate is perfect, human productivity heats up. When buildings are managed better, minds are free to expand. When more detail goes into design, there's more joy in the journey. When we waste less energy and save more resources, everyone has the power to do the things that matter most. This is the world we help create. Connected, coordinated, collaborative. You can't always see us, but you can feel us. With innovations so intuitive, they become invisible, and technologies that are essential every day. We are Johnson Controls, a trustworthy partner, working relentlessly to make everything work effortlessly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a very special guest today I'd like to welcome and introduce. So please welcome the Chief Technology Officer for Detection and Guidance Systems Division at GE Healthcare. This person is from Waukesha, Wisconsin, a 22-year-old GE veteran responsible for all aspects of engineering and research and also development for the X-ray, women's health, and interventional guidance product lines for detection and guidance solutions. So put your hands together and please welcome Mr. Jay Hill Jr.
Thank you, Tyler. I think I'm the world's oldest 22-year-old. Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is so this is the real March Madness here, right? This is where it all happens. All right. It's first, can we please say thanks to all of the volunteers, all the sponsors, all of the advisors, and all of the parents that helped us all get here today, please? Great, thank you. So look, you know, you guys are on the forefront of change that's everywhere in the world. In our world of healthcare, we see robots everywhere. You know, there are hospitals where you have to jump out of the way because they have robots that are bringing provisions to all floors of the hospital to keep dispensaries stocked and keep the shelves stocked in the supply cabinets. There are, you know, Da Vinci and some of the robotic surgical aids that have been out there have transformed the way minimally invasive surgeries are done to help people get better, faster, with less complications from surgeries. In our own business, we have a robotic imaging system that steers its way around the interventional suite to allow the doctor the best access to the patients possible. You know, in our factories, we have robots and cobots in our factories that are helping us build safe products more reliably and more repeatably. So this is everywhere. And it's the mission of FIRST is something that's really near and dear to my heart. I've had the pleasure of, it's actually 25 years of engineering. And you know, what got me into this, I think, is the same reason why you guys are here. You're learning how to solve really tough problems. When your positioner doesn't move the way you want, when your actuator doesn't fire, when your code crashes and you have to get up all night trying to get that to work. I mean, those are the lessons that allow you to then, later on, create the innovations that change the world. So in GE right now, digital and robotics and software are transforming our business. And rather than hear from me, I'm going to actually turn it over to my friend Owen, who's going to talk a little bit about how he sees that transformation for GE.
Proud of you, son. GE, manufacturer.
Well, that's why I dug this out for you.
It's your grandpappy's hammer, and he would have wanted you to have it.
It meant a lot to him.
Yes, GE makes powerful machines, but I'll be writing the code that will allow those machines to share information with each other. I'll be changing the way the world...
You can't pick it up, can you? Go ahead. You can't lift the hammer.
It's okay, though. You're going to change the world.
Okay, so today, that's your theme, right? Pick up the hammer, kick some robot, and have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jay Hill Jr. Now, hopefully you remember some of these other individuals we're going to recognize today. And the ones you got to see are the ones down here in the blue shirts. Now, here's the thing. You see they're all sitting down. They're all kind of tired. That sort of thing. They've had a long day, right? Some of them have some bling on them, right? So we got to wake them up a little bit because they have, I believe, 20 awards to give out today. Is that right? 20 awards to teams. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, including safety, yes. So on the count of three, we're going to get a little bit above that decibel safety level, though. I hope that's okay. So on the count of three, we're going to say, "Good morning, judges," with a nice big cheer to wake them up. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Judges, you guys have a very, very tough job to do today. As we mentioned yesterday, they're going to be giving away 20 awards. 3 of those will automatically qualify teams for the World Championship. We'd also like to welcome back those wonderful zebra stripe people. Please welcome back all of our referees, led by head referee Chris Robbins. And right next to them as well, just a reminder that all teams have to be reweighed after final qualification matches to be in the playoff tournament. So please welcome these hardworking group of individuals, your lead robot inspector and all the inspectors, led by Chris Pollock. So I have a special thank you that's not in here that I really would like to recognize today. You guys have seen this field, right? It's a pretty ridiculous game in order to reset. And our field stewards have done 6-minute match cycle times, which, by the way, is pretty much unheard of at all at first right now. When other places are doing 7, 8-minute match cycles, this allows us to get 10 matches in. And that's a huge deal, because you're paying for this, and they're doing it. So give a huge standing ovation to all of our field stewards here today. So as you probably know, all of our volunteers here today, from the pit announcers to the inspectors, the field stewards, to safety glass handouters, first runs on volunteers. So without volunteers, this wouldn't exist. So I encourage every single one of you, if your team isn't participating at an event, or even if they are, you can still get out and volunteer. There's opportunities for you, and the best thing, you get free food all day. That's not a bad deal either, right? So go out and volunteer. Regardless if it's FRC, FLL, Junior First Leg League, or First Tech Challenge, we need volunteers. They are the lifeblood of our program. We also encourage you as well, too, to check out the new FIRST website. Go over to firstinspires.org to learn about scholarships, what events are going on in the area, and just to find out more about what's going on in FIRST. All the volunteers truly make FIRST shine as well. And speaking of FIRST team members, by the way, let's take a minute to acknowledge all the alumni that are here today. Without FIRST alumni, we don't have a future to look forward towards and to see where they're going through as well. So if there's any alumni in the stands from FIRST, would you mind standing for me for just a moment? Let's give them a big round of applause, FIRST alumni. Welcome. Now, we'll get a lot more chance to keep standing up and down much more later, especially once awards come out. But I do have one last group I'd like to recognize. So, high school seniors, can you stand up for me? And I have a little bit to say for you personally, from me and from my heart. So, high school seniors, stand up. Now, give them a big round of applause first. Let's start with that. Now, high school seniors, there's good news and there's kind of sad news, right? So the good news is you've hopefully have gone 2, 3, 4 years to be part of this program, and you're going to go out and inspire the next generation. But this could be, well, maybe your last competition, maybe you got one more, maybe your team's qualified for Worlds. But my advice to you, live it up, man. What do you got to lose? Party this place up, get everybody in here that you can. Make sure you're practicing your gracious professionalism. But one other thing on a more serious note too, seniors, is you are going to be graduating into college, the workforce, and military. Wherever you go, your first journey doesn't have to end here. So keep that in mind. I myself am a graduate of a team as well too, and I moved on. A lot of the mentors in our team, they're students from previous teams, as well as I'm sure many of your teams might have mentors that were previous students. And that's what makes teams run. That's what makes the program that you're in get better and better. And regardless if you come back to your old program or if you go on to another one or start a new team, we need FIRST teams to continue growing, regardless if it's FIRST Robotics or any of the other FIRST programs out there. So quick advice, if you're going to college, please take a year break, as I'm sure all the parents will tell you that, from mentoring. But come back and volunteer, get involved within your colleges, get involved within your workforce, tell them about FIRST and the mission that inspires. Let's get it up one more time for all of our seniors here today. All right, so here's what the rest of the day looks like to give you a little bit of an outline. We're going to finish our qualification matches this morning. Immediately after that, we're going to have our alliance selection process. So what that means to you teams is every single one of you should have a list of teams that you'd be interested in having in part of your alliance. Now, a lot of people say, but Tyler, I'm not necessarily in the top 8. That doesn't matter, because if you are selected by your alliance partner, you want to be able to provide insight for your alliance partner so you can pick a great alliance. So make sure your team has that, and especially if you're going to be within the top probably 12, you better have that list ready, or it's a really awkward process down here on the field. So don't be that person down here. It's kind of weird. Have your list ready and make sure you're ready to go for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have 2 national anthems to do today. If you could please rise, remove your hats for the national anthem of Turkey. And our Turkish teams coming out to sing the national anthem. Give it up for them.
Korkma sönmez bu şafaklarda yüzen al sancak. Sönmeden yurdumun üstüne tütene solacak o benim milletimin. Yıldızıdır parlayacak o benimdir, o benim milletimdir ancak. Çatma kurban olayım şehreni ey nazlı hilal. Kahraman ırkıma bir güne bu şiddet bu celal sana olmaz öküler. Kanlarımız sonra helal akılır hakka tapa milletimin istiklal.
Give it up for them, everybody, our Turkish choir. Now, please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States as performed by our 1st Wisconsin Choir, directed by Steve Lynch. First Regional Choir, directed by Steve Lynch. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the other voices you'll be hearing today. Your game announcer, Dan Green, joined by Steve Lynch, Sam Charles, and Ben Stenson. All right, teams, it's Saturday. That means it's playoff day. That means we're going to have teams going to championships, baby. Are you ready to rumble? Let's get these robots powered up. Next qualification match coming up in just a moment. Stand by.